Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it and I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So here we are, in King's Ruin. So this is our weekly King's Ruin update. Obviously, let me turn the sound on. I do like the sound of everything getting slaughtered. There we go. That should sound a little bit better. That was a little oopsie on me. But yep, just another day doing King's Ruin. I did forget yesterday to postpone it. I kind of just cleared it. It was like, whoops. But we can kind of get an idea. Marion's still not one. Wow. Excuse me. Marion is not two-shotting like I wanted her. That's what I was hoping for her to two-shot. I think it'll be a while before we get her to two-shot range. Very disappointing. I really do wish I knew the stats for this stage. Like, how much crit damage, blah, 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 blah. Maybe someday. I don't know. Dun dun dun. Come on. Almost done. Oh, Marion. It's kind of interesting the bosses live this long. That's kind of unusual. Alright, now everybody's on the last guy here. Or maybe two guys? There must be two guys. And kaboom. Alright, so that was actually pretty quick. We didn't even see the Berserk that time. So, oh, now we're going to check something. Okay, so it did, okay, so you can leave the stage and look at it. So, yeah, 93% Marion, 6.2 quadrillion, and 467 trillion by Christian, and the Archer is way down here. Wow. Vincent and Roderick beating the Archers, that's a first. But yeah, I think we did that one in like 2 minutes. Alright, so I shouldn't get too excited. 2.5 minutes is the cutoff for seeing the Berserk timer. And this is with Marion having 1600, 1614, and 1613 artifacts. So we're in the 1600s now. So we'll see. Come on, get rid of these guys. Marion is slowly doing better. Sometimes her targeting's off. Like right now her targeting's terrible. Oh, this is interesting. Clumping everything down there. Okay, we got rid of the boss before everything this time. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the math of how much. I really wish that there were damage numbers, or, you know, like I've spoken about in my previous video, I do wish that Marion, like, at least show the actual damage they were doing with the special attack, with the artifacts equipped and all that. I would find that really interesting to see. There's honestly so many multipliers in the game now between the castle, and I don't know how the castle interacts with everything. You know, I'm assuming the castle buff is not shown on the character sheets. so it kind of skews everything. Now this should be close. We should be close to seeing the Berserk again, but we don't see it. So we are improving. That's a marked improvement. We're going to take a little detour. This last stage, the middle stage is the longest and pretty much the same split. The last stage is always the fastest. I want to look at the castle real quick. So it's 60%. And that's it. And yeah, because basically I feel like they just threw these numbers out here to kind of balance things. And I don't know how this interacts with everything else. Because if this, it would explain if this is, now we get 60. If this is multiplicative on top, which, I don't know, I guess it's no different than Luke, right? What's Luke at? He's this one. 300%. So this 300%, this should be 4x right off the bat. 4x, I don't know. I wish I knew how the castle worked with everything. But I'm assuming the castle multiplies after the fact at this point. Without dwelling too much on the numbers. Which should make sense. It's a 1.6 multiplier for support and like almost a 5x multiplier. Maybe it's additive with Luke. It would actually make sense if it was additive with Luke's buff. And then it was, you know, as the Warriors don't have one, it would just be straight multiplicative. That actually would make sense. I do believe, if I remember the way the code works, like Luke actually is a multiplicative buff regardless, based on what the character cheat attack is. So what that means is Marion has 72 million. So Luke would multiply that by 4 to 280 million. Okay, and then with Luke's multiplier of 4, then we add in all the other, I don't know. Too many multipliers. I'm kind of watching something here. Because Marion's an 8-second. She effectively fires every 9 seconds. And Luke is a... I'm trying to see if there's a point when she uses her special. And I think there is. Like, periodically she's going to use her special without Luke's buff. I didn't notice that before. I usually don't really pay attention. We just let it... She's clearly buffed there. I think she did it that time without his buff. Buff there, clearly. Buff there. So yeah, I think just her timing sometimes she doesn't get Luke's buff. That's kind of an interesting thing because that kind of tips things more towards Warriors. All right, let's look at the damage. 85% versus 15 for Christian. 5.7 quadrillion versus almost 1 quadrillion for Christian this time. And that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.